There's a massive mistake I see a lot of beginners do in altcoin trading. And that mistake is not taking advantage of attention spikes. Altcoin trading is a game of attention. Whenever there's a lot of attention on a cryptocurrency, then the price rises a lot. Whenever the attention shifts to other cryptocurrencies, then the price tends to bleed. So very often we see very quick, sharp increases to then see a rather modest, slow decline afterwards. So the attention grows very, very quickly, but then it fades over time and the price fades over time. There's a very strong correlation between price and attention. The price goes up wherever the eyeballs are. And there's all kinds of reasons for the attention spike, right? It could simply just be a YouTuber promoting a cryptocurrency, right? They might be buying a cryptocurrency, then talking about this to their audience, pumping up the price. Everybody in the audience is buying up the token, and then they sell high, right? They pump and dump the token. This is very common in crypto. This is very common in YouTube and in Twitter. I personally never buy a cryptocurrency before releasing a video. If I ever buy a cryptocurrency, it's several hours after I publish the video. So I never pump and dump on this audience. Just as a side note, it's very common to be done in YouTube. I personally don't do this because I don't like that conflict of interest. Now there's other people that create attention spikes that don't necessarily pump and dump like the crypto influencers, but they still have an information edge. And that's all the journalists, right? If you're a journalist for CoinDesk or for Cointelegraph, and you have very close connections to various crypto projects, right? The crypto project maybe wants to announce a new development that they've got in the pipeline. If you've got that strong connection with those projects, you know about this, right? You can buy the project beforehand, then write your article, then publish the article. The article will push up the price, and then you can decide whether or not you want to sell the token. It's illegal, it's insider trading, but it's only really enforced in the stock market. And I'm not even sure how strongly enforced in the stock market it really is. In the crypto market, it's not really enforced. And so those kind of people obviously make money, right? They make money on the expense of us. Now, how else could we see attention in a token? Let's say we've got a strong rally in a major AI coin, right? Let's say AGIX is going up, Singularity.net is going up. If we see something like this, very often a lot of traders are looking for the next AGIX, right? A lot of people are wondering, is there maybe a smaller AI token that could pump next? And that very often happens then, right? We see how the momentum from one narrative moves over to the more risky, to the smaller coins, and they then rally a lot as well. But again, they rally temporarily, right? There's an attention spike, and then the attention goes down again. And the problem, the major mistake a lot of people do is they don't take advantage of those short-term elevated prices when all the eyes are on a token. Now, how can we identify whether or not we are currently at peak attention, whether or not the attention is currently elevated?
Here's the problem with crypto YouTube. People promoting becoming degen or buying 100x coins. That's what gives clicks, but that's not what's going to bring you forward. I refuse to take money from centralized exchanges. I refuse to take money from crypto projects. I refuse to pump and dump a coin and filling up my pockets in the background. I don't do any of this. Instead, I share my knowledge in the form of tutorials in the premium membership. So that's content that won't do well on YouTube, but that builds up skill over time. You can also directly contact me over there. You can directly pick my brain. Feel free to check it out. TheBitcoinStrategy.com is the link.
My primary tool is trading volume. So when you go to tradingview.com, you can see the trading volume in red and green bars at the bottom of the chart. If you go to CoinMarketCap, you can see the trading volume as a wave pattern in light gray, light blue, something like this. When the trading volume is high, when it's historically high compared to the past, then attention is high, then a lot of coins are moving hands, then people trade the token, and then you want to potentially get out. This actually goes into both directions, right? When the price is shooting up, it makes sense to sell upon high trading volume, but it also makes sense to buy a token whenever trading volume is high during a crash. So usually trading volume, high trading volume indicates that the current trend turns around because there's now new traders entering the market. So you definitely want to sell your token whenever trading volume is high. That makes most of the time sense. And again, with this high trading volume, we very often see prices 30, 40, 50% higher than they just were, say, a week ago. And it does make sense to take that profit. And the whales do exactly that. I've made several videos on this channel where I compare for various cryptocurrencies the number of retail investors versus the number of whale investors. And when we look at that comparison, we very often see how the retail investors simply just buy into a token and they hold it, and the number of retail investors simply just continues to increase over time. For the whales, right, for the smart money, for the people that already made a lot of money in crypto, for the heavyweights, they tend to sell when prices shoot up. So we don't see that much how the number of whales is increasing over time. The number of whales tends to fluctuate much more. They take profit when prices go up. So if we want to be more like the whales, right, if we want to make more money like the whales, we should be closer to the sell button. We should be more inclined to trade crypto, not just to buy the altcoin, but to buy and sell the altcoin. And selling the altcoin when currently attention is high, when news are coming out, when a crypto influencer is pumping and dumping something, makes a lot of sense. I firstly try to execute on the influencer approach. So in premium, right, link is down below, the premium membership, we've got various influencer wallets. We found out those influencer wallets with various techniques, with on-chain analytics. We know what kind of influencer has what kind of wallet. And then we've got a tracker in Telegram that sends us a message whenever that influencer buys or sells a token. So we know when an influencer is buying something, and then we can buy together with the influencer. And then we're waiting for the influencer to pump up the token, right? To talk about the token on their YouTube. Then the price shoots up, and that's then when we sell. So I pretty much write the exact same trade as the influencers themselves do, right? We simply buy together with them, and then we sell to their audience. And we don't just do this for one influencer or for two influencers. We've now got more than 300 wallets. Of course, sometimes we've got several wallets of one influencer. In total, we've so far collected 300 wallets, and we add more wallets pretty much every day. So it's important to have a market edge, right? It's important to know how you will be better than the rest of the market, and it's important to take advantage of those attention spikes. If trading volume is currently high, you want to be very close to the sale button. You don't want to wait until the attention is then at another coin, right? Attention moves from coin to coin. There's always a new hot topic in town pretty much every day. And so here's the thing, right? Most altcoins underperform Bitcoin most of the time. If you look at the major altcoins, say 5 years ago, you will recognize very few of those names because they already went into obscurity. There's now new altcoins that are being traded. Most altcoins underperform Bitcoin most of the time. There is a few altcoins that outperform sometimes. Thus, you only want to hold a few altcoins for a brief period of time. You don't want to hold a lot of altcoins. You don't want to hold them for a long time. You want to hold a few specific coins with a very specific reason why you hold them, like you anticipate in an influencer video. You want to hold a few altcoins, and you want to hold them only for a brief period of time when they outperform Bitcoin, and then you want to get rid of them. Because again, if you just buy and hold altcoins, usually you get crushed because of various reasons, right? There's more and more altcoins getting launched all the time. There's a lot of token dilution in altcoins. And because of that competition, because of that dilution, simply just holding the winner, simply just holding Bitcoin long-term makes sense most of the time. But again, if there are opportunities, holding very selective altcoins in brief periods of time makes sense. And when the attention is currently very high on that selected altcoin, then it makes sense to take those profit. Take those 30-40%. Don't necessarily ride this until infinity and hope for this to continue forever. This is rarely the case. If you found this useful, feel free to give this a like. It helps the channel grow. Feel free to also subscribe. Feel free to also join our Telegram. There's also a free Telegram channel, so you don't necessarily have to join premium. If the premium cost is too high and your crypto portfolio isn't yet large enough, feel free to also join our free Telegram. The link is down below. Looking forward to chatting with you. Cheers!